Okay, people, you know the drill. Um, it is Friday. What is it? Yeah, Friday, March 8th, 2019. I'm not psychic or anything like that. I'm just keenly observant. Now, this man checked out today. He said, "Oh, I'll probably be back next week. I'm gonna go spend the weekend with my son." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." And then he was like, "Well, that was interesting because I know the landlord told him what he told me when I gave him, a couple more nights." He says he is going to discontinue this place as a hostel. He's going to do some construction work and he's going to turn it into, a rental property for a single family because it's just not profitable for him and he can't do the cleaning himself. Well, not that he was really cleaning anyway. That's what that lady was here for. And she left. She pretty much said, "Fuck you." Now, I was sitting there looking at my friends list. I lost another person on my page. I thought that shit was funny. I was looking at some shit. I said, "Oh, damn, I was drunk." I was drunk because, see, I'm tired of this shit. See, y'all don't see what I see. Y'all don't dream what I dream. Y'all don't know what I know. But you seem to think you know Jesus. Now, as the Lord goes, if ever you, as a Christian, is asked to leave by somebody, you go. You take nothing that is theirs and you leave. So when he told me, he said, "You got to go." And I'd already had a dream where my father was showing me basically this place torn apart and stuff. And I was like, "Okay, so he needs me to go. So what you want me to do?" He said, "You gonna leave?" I said, "I ain't got no money." He said, "Oh no, you got money. I'm gonna take care of you." See, the thing is, the man asked you to leave. He speaks for a lot of people. See, y'all sitting there thinking you divorcing yourself from me by what? Unfriending me? I told you, y'all stupid. And that man asked me to leave. Well, that means I take everything with me, including my protection. Because, see, nothing jumped off in this house. There was insanity while I was here. Although there were people who threatened insanity, backing guns and holding knives to people's throats and shit like that. And people ask me, "You didn't hear any of that?" Mm-hmm. It's not my business. I know for a fact that a lot of people, my family included, wanted me to leave. Even though they told me it wasn't about me leaving. They got mad because I did. See, the thing is, they ain't got paid. What's really coming? None of you have. Because I told you, my father, he flipped the switch. But the thing is, what he has not done is pay me what I need in order to survive. He doesn't want me dead. He doesn't want me on the street. He wants me to survive. He started sending me dreams and stuff. I mean, I'm looking at him and stuff. I said, "That's an interesting story. I actually could write something about that. I could turn it into like a mini-series or some shit like that." I said, "Now, are you telling me that because you want me to see something in the story, or you just want me to basically just be a creative force?" He said, "Well, you always were a creative force. When you were a little kid, all you did was just at the table and write and draw pictures and stuff. And then you learned about directing and all that kind of stuff and producing. And you worked in the entertainment industry. You wanted to learn about contracts, all that kind of stuff. See, you think your life is over with. Your life is not over with. And see, the thing is, you don't need somebody like a studio to seed you if I seed you first. You know how many people got shit out there on YouTube? And then the studios won't buy into it? But you're going to hold all creative rights. Because you ain't stupid. You know how to construct a deal. Donald Trump talking about the art of the deal. Oh, please. Who's your lawyer? I said, well, you are. Who didn't have your back anymore but might come knocking on your door talking about, can I get a job? And you say, why should I hire you? I told you I'm a bitch. If you did not know how much a bitch I was before, you're going to find out real quick how much a bitch I can be. See, my father, when he was bringing them through all that shit, I mean, he was showing me some fucked up shit. I mean, that shit was so insane. And I told him, I said, I didn't ask you for all this. He said, no. I said, some of this was just you. Because you were pissed. He said, yeah. He said, but at the same time, you did what I asked. I said, I feel like I failed you. You didn't fail me. What? Because you know how to pick up a Bible and read it and understand what it means? Why were you looking at that news story? it's some little boy. He had the little ashes on his forehead. You're a Catholic. He got received the cross. He went to school. The teacher told him, you have to wash that off your face. And he was trying to explain to her, this is part of my religion. It's Ash Wednesday. He was trying to explain to the teacher. She made him wash it off his face. And of course, when his mama found out about it, and she went up there, she said, excuse me? That is part of our faith. Have you never read the Constitution, much less the First Amendment? And the woman said, this is a teacher. No. But yet you entrusted to teach these young impressionable minds. First off, don't you ever call yourself being an educator and you ain't looked at the Constitution at least once. Seriously. We learn about the Constitution in, grade school or high school or whatever, You get all the way up to, at some point in time you take U.S. government. Where did you go to school? Much less have you ever gone to a church. No, I'm not Catholic. But I know they do that. They do that every year. At this time, they have Ash Wednesday. That's what it's all about. It's on the calendar. It says Ash Wednesday. I don't do that. But they do it. What the problem with the fact they do that? He was trying to explain. This was a kid trying to explain to a grown-ass adult what the shit was all about. Do you know how stupid you have to be for a kid to have to explain to you about their religion? And you call yourself being an educator? And then tomorrow you're going to sit there and talk about you need a raise? What, for stupidity? I told you, I know I sounded straight up drunk the other day. I looked at something because it's like, it said I had like 50-something views. First it said 40-something, but then when I'm looking at it, it said it was like 50-something views. I said, was it just looking at this rambling man who on one end was drunk and at the same time, and I said, a drunk man is not supposed to tell a lie. My brother was an alcoholic, straight up. And he used to tell me all the time I was full of shit. Yeah. And you are what? Not? And the thing is, if he wants to take it to another level, I can tell him exactly how God painted the picture to me. Because you are all part of my body. Which means I was full of shit. And I had to be purged of that. And you still wait for Jesus to come back. Because your shit is so self-righteous and so right, and your shit don't stink. That you're going to sit there and say, oh, well, I'm going to unfriend him now. Like I said, I still don't know who it is. I think it's funny. I'll figure it out eventually. If I care to. What am I going to teach you? that you don't already know? What could I say to you that you don't already know? Why are you out there scouring the heavens, trying to figure out how you're going to get off this planet? Long-term trips and stuff. Trying to colonize worlds. You said, well, maybe, we got the building stones here at Mars and we just get there, then we can put some shit in there. Like, what's the name of that movie? With Arnold Schwarzenegger? Total Recall. And they were trying to jumpstart the atmosphere. And they out there, like I said, their eyes was bugging out and stuff. I mean, him and that lady, because they got sucked out of that thing. They had that big battle at the end, and then they sitting there, their air couldn't breathe, and then but they started the generator because it wasn't even their technology. It was some aliens that did that shit, and they activated it. Sounds like the pyramids to me. You don't know who created that shit, but they lined up a certain way. I mean, they saw. It's like, yeah, mankind's always playing catch up. I just look at this shit. I'm like, Father, you want me to teach them what? About the dreams that you sent me last night? I mean, because they were interesting dreams. I was like, that was an interesting story. What was that all about? There's some gorilla in one of them. I mean, he did it in installments. And the gorilla was chasing some little white girl, which was funny. It was a little girl. She out there running out there. She was somewhere she wasn't supposed to be. Her father wasn't at home, and she out there running. And came across this gorilla, and the gorilla wanted her. It was like a Mighty Joe Young type of thing. Not King Kong, Mighty Joe Young. Mighty Joe Young was kind of like a part of that lore, but at the same time, he was just a bigger gorilla, but he wasn't as big as King Kong. And I don't know if you ever saw those movies. I saw those movies when I was a kid. That shit was interesting and stuff. And I mean, and he fell in love with some woman, some white woman and stuff. And they had captured him and brought him back, and they had him in chains and had him enslaved and stuff. And she can come out there and she could talk to him and calm him down. But the reporters were so busy taking pictures and stuff, he didn't know what was going on with those flashes, and he thought that they were attacking her. So he went off and he broke free. And she was trying to calm him down, but she could not calm him down. He started killing people. So the little girl in my dream, she was funny. She out there doing some shit she ain't got no business doing. Came across this gorilla. The gorilla was getting ready to fuck her up. Because the gorilla was fascinated by her. But he saw her as something to play with. So he was getting ready to fuck her up. And she made her way back home some kind of way. And there was a woman there. A black woman. And the black woman had cast a spell. Not to be a witch or anything, but she just activated some shit. And she was larger than life. And she cared about the little girl. And she even told the father, she said, look, I wasn't trying to be a witch or anything like that. What I was trying to do was take care of this little girl because she was entrusted in my care. Which is what she, it did. And he didn't hold it against her. Because, the book, there was a name on the book. It had subtitles too, but basically it had to do with fear. So the little girl, the gorilla was getting ready to cut her foot off. Hobble her. Because he didn't know. He just he said, I want to find out how you tick. He was going to cut her off. He's a primate. He didn't know shit. And so he's trying to figure out what made her tick. So he was going to cut her foot off. And the black woman, she came on the scene, pulled the little girl out just in time so that when he sliced into the shoe, her foot wasn't in there. So she was safe. Then she took a cast iron skillet. That's what was really funny about the whole thing. She took this cast iron skillet and she clocked the shit out of that gorilla. And the gorilla just looked at her like, what you just do? And she looked at him like, oh, you didn't feel that? And he's sitting there all confused. No, I ain't feel that. So then he takes this like needle and sticks it into her skin. But the thing is, the needle didn't penetrate her skin. And she said, and he goes, she said, yo, I don't feel shit either. I mean, shit was a trip. Shit was really quite interesting. Like I said, it was making of a story. That shit was hysterical. Because it was like, okay, now, you say you descended from apes. You said the black woman is a seed of creation. What happens when neither one of you feels anything? That's the question. I was wondering in my head. I had another one too. But that shit was fun. I mean, but that one was in several parts. Then I had some other dreams too. That shit was funny. I don't like looking at that shit. I mean, I ask. All I do is ask questions. I said, "Why would you send me that? That was interesting." I'm like looking at it. I reflect on it. I see it. It's very vivid. I'm just observing. I ain't doing nothing. No. They don't see me. I see them. He's telling a story. See, y'all don't know if you came from the apes or if you were supposed to be of the earth. You don't know anything about yourself. All you have is questions. You have very few answers. Everything is theory and conjecture for you. I already know this. You know it too. And at the same time, you spend more time than not telling people what it is that you believe or what you see, and at the same time don't understand why they don't see it the same as you do. Because you sitting there. I mean, seriously. I mean, because you had spell casting in there, and the lady talking about I wasn't really doing a spell, but at the same time I did, and I cast a spell, and now, you know, and I did it for all the right reasons, but at the same time, oh, in the meantime, I keep going on. Oh, in the meantime. You know, that's BB and CC Winans. Oh, in the meantime. This side of heaven I'll be in the meantime. I told you, see, I don't care. Y'all can sit there and write me off as all kind of shit. I don't know what my father has in store for me. He said he ain't going nowhere. By my own hand. I'm going to do some shit that these people aren't ready for. They gonna know who you are and what you can do, and at the same time, gonna try to be your best friend. And I didn't say that. Somebody else told me that. I didn't believe that shit. And she told me that. She said, "Do you not think you're gonna do what Spirit brought you here to do?" I said, "I don't even know what Spirit brought me here." She didn't know what Spirit brought me here to do. But my sons have no. It was to dissolve the church. And does that mean you don't go to church? No, you go to church. It's your church. It's not mine. It's your belief system. It's not mine. Now you have to run it. Now you can sit there and say you're going to call on Jesus. And I tell you, you need to stop calling on Jesus because Jesus don't agree with you. Let me just wipe that off. Jesus don't believe with you. He don't agree with you. You say he do. You say a lot of people agree with you until they don't. Jussie Smollett, he's indicted for 16 counts. 16 counts. I mean, they couldn't get that nigga in court before a grand jury fast enough. What? Behind a dissatisfied salary? Do you know that I've worked on shows where the young man never renegotiated his salary, but it was still a shitload more money than I was making. And he got paid. He just got paid. He didn't care. If you want to do business or you want to conduct business, there are people that's going to do it for you. But what you don't do is call yourself being smart and go do some stupid shit. Because you think you know the art of the deal. And you really don't. I told you I was stupid. I'm going to keep saying that. I really don't care. Because the thing is, this is what I really want to hammer home. I don't want anybody trying to reach out to me later. Talking about cuz, and all that shit. Because my father showed me that. Because y'all will do that. And think I forgot. I ain't forgot shit. I know who you are. I know why you doing it. And I know at the same time that you might get a little nervous because something that you really love, you might not ever see again. I see little boys and little girls and stuff. Yeah, you're cheering. And you might not ever see them again. Because you don't know what the future holds. I don't either. Till my father shows me. Like he showed me without let you back. That man ain't long for this world. I can see it. Yeah, because he's the Jeopardy guy. You know? I mean, he has lived a good life. That's not the problem. And stuff, you know. Canadian, friendly neighbor to the north. That man gonna die. Well, you say everybody dies, yeah, but you don't know how soon. I give him, they say stage 4. I'm telling you, I have to look at certain things that they say. He said he gonna beat it. That's interesting, because that's what he say. But at the same time, he ain't gonna beat it. I would say before this year is out, but I'll give him a year. Actually, I'll give him 13 months. Because see, y'all like to break shut down into months as if it means something. And the thing is, I ain't wishing that on that man. I'm just telling you what I'm saying. That can't be right, Father. He said it's his business and I can tap into it quicker than they can. See, you're not a fool. If he tells me something, then it happens. I just don't want to see it. I mean, people are going to be dying left and right anyway, in between. That's not the problem. You're just going to get tired of dying. You know, Jan Michael Vincent. That was a trip. I remember him. He fell off the radar, but, you know, I remember him. Now he's dead. He said he had a heart attack. No, I ain't going there with that. Because you want me to say it just like that? There's another major celebrity in the Marvel Universe who's going to die suddenly. It's going to throw a monkey wrench in a cash cow of a franchise. Now, I have an image in my head, but I don't want to actually embrace that. Because their life is a good one. And I do like them. But you're going to find out. And no, I ain't talking about Robert Downey Jr. I told you, I'm not trying to see. I'm not trying to peer back or pull back the curtain and see. But my father says you need to know that I'm not the one you want to fuck with, much less him. And the day that you stop doing half the shit you're doing is the day you're going to start living a better life. And he says if you don't understand that, it's not his problem, but it will be yours. You have a good day. Peace.